All right, so okay, here's a good question for y'all. Out of these categories that we're talking about, do you feel like there are any artists out there that are successful that are kind of lacking in these categories? And I'm gonna give y'all an example for y'all. No disrespect, but I love the game. He's one of my favorite rappers. Now the game is like mad talented. He got hard beats. Everything is going for him. But to me, like his personality, a lot of people don't really like, take to him or like him because they say he's like goofy or kind of clownish or whatever. But to me, like the game personally, he's one of the best rappers. So do y'all know any artists can you think of right off that, they might be really talented or they just don't have the marketing right or they got, the marketing right, they just don't have the talent. Like you get what I'm saying. Like y'all just throw it out there. Y'all think of any artist y'all think of rap or otherwise that are lacking in any of these categories?
Um,
For me,
Lotto.
oh, you can yeah. You said who?
Lotto.
Lotto? Okay, how you feel about Lotto?
In my opinion, I don't like her music.
You don't like her music?
Talent wise.
You don't think she has the talent? But
she got personality.
But she has all the other aspects.
She got the personality, she got the marketing, and she got the production. It's just I don't like her music. Okay. Nothing draws me to her, probably other than her person. I watch more interviews of her than I do listen to her music.
Oh. Y'all, did y'all hear that? She said she watches more interviews from Lotto than she actually listens to her music. Okay, so could you maybe? This is a crazy question. Could you maybe see her like having her own show?
She could be good with podcasts more so than with music. Matter of fact,
didn't she come from TV? She started off
a show about rap.
Yeah. Okay.
Another one. That's one. It's another.
Sexy Red. Okay, what? How you feel about Sexy Red? What is she lacking? What is she lacking, and what does she got boost for? She lacks pretty much three of these four things. The only thing I think, sure, yeah, even her marketing is bad. But she has like bad, like she doesn't have the best reputation. I think. Only thing she has is personality. I mean, she out there though. We talking about her. Yeah, but the thing is, like, she's not known for good things. Like, she's known for living a certain type of lifestyle. Very debaucherous lifestyle.
But that's like 90% of female artists out there.
I mean, yeah, but Sexy Red takes it to a different.
You can say the same.
You know what I mean? Well, she's successful though. That's the outline of the discussion. Yeah, but she shouldn't be. Okay. I mean, but the only person who I think could be worse than Sexy Red or on her level when it comes to that is Suki Honda. Okay, I'm not familiar with her. Okay. You know any male rappers or any male artists that you would feel fit in that category? I would have to say. So they fit like you're saying the question like they fit like some of these, but they're missing like a big. Yeah, one. They could. Okay, like you like Denzel Curry. A lot of people don't listen to Denzel Curry. So is it because he's not marketed right? He don't have the right beats. He's obviously talented. He don't have the right personality for people to latch on to. Like, how do you feel about Denzel Curry? For Denzel Curry specifically, I would say I wouldn't say his marketing is bad. I think with him, he just has his own niche. Okay. I don't know if he wants to be like someone that everyone listens to. I think he just has his own fan base, and he's okay with that. There's a couple rappers I would say are like that. They're not trying to be on the radio necessarily. They're trying to just, you know what I mean? Hold on. When you say that they're not really trying to be listened to, now a lot of people say the goal of an artist is to be heard by as many people as possible. Would y'all say that? I mean, it might not be who they want to be heard by, but they want to be heard by as many as possible. Well, you got people like NF, for example. NF is a rapper where his music, he wants to connect to certain type of people. You know what I mean? His music isn't for everybody. Even some of his songs I'm not really like that much. But for the people who he makes his music for his fans. He doesn't make his music for the world. So you think with him, do you think it's the marketing, personality, or what? What do you think? NF or Denzel Curry? I mean NF. For NF, I would say it's his like probably his marketing. Like he doesn't necessarily. Even I'd say his talent. Like not necessarily he's not talented, but he raps a certain way that only certain people like. Like he doesn't really rap. His songs aren't forever. Okay. How do you feel about it?
I have a male artist, but I'm gonna say Lucky. Now I don't know. Y'all know who Lucky is. Yes. Look. All right. I give you two. Lucky and Ken Carson. Them two, in my opinion, are what you would consider underground. They're not mainstream, but they're they. It's not that they don't have the marketing to be mainstream. They are the artists that don't necessarily do it for the other people's ears, if that makes sense. They just go with the flow. Like their music is more so like, this is what I'm feeling right now in the moment. This is what I'm put out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Either way, it's not for you to see.
Okay. So you think that's more? I don't know. That's kind of a tough pop.
So to me, it's not necessary. They have the talent. Ken Carson and Lucky have the talent. They definitely have the production, and they have the personality. But marketing, I'm not going to sit here and say they do have marketing or they don't, because they are kind of just ones who are laid back. Then you have some like, all right, for example, Sexy Red. She may not have the talent, she may not have the production, but she has the personality and the marketing. Why? Because you'll see her with more artists than you would see her with any. You will see her with more mainstream artists than you would in the underground artists.
Oh, okay.
So she's more.
A lot of people like her because they say she's kind of like relatable. Or they know a girl that's kind of like her. She's hood, whatever, you know. Yeah, exactly.
If there was one female artist I'd hang out with and not feel like, it'd probably be Sexy Red. Yeah. She's related. She seems very chill. She seems very relatable. Yeah. But she does not have the talent like that. There is one song that I listen to, and it's just because it's catchy. But other than that, I can't sit here and say she has talent or marketing.
I have a take I think she'll agree with. We kind of talked about this on this show before. I think today's day and age, like what you said earlier about trying to be heard by as many people as possible, that's kind of going away. Because we're in the era of like stream music versus like the radio or like, you know, like distributing music. So it used to be a lot of times when you listen to music, you listen to it with other people. You know what I mean? Or you listen to it like playing in the store in a group setting. Like that's how you heard new music. That's how you discovered new songs. But now everything is being streamed. So
and to piggyback off what he said, marketing isn't the same how it was back then. Marketing back then, you didn't have the internet.
When you say back then, what do you mean? How far along ago?
Michael Jackson, for example.
Oh man, you went way back, like 40 years.
Michael Jackson, for example. Because marketing over time changes. Yeah. So back then, Michael Jackson, for example, you ain't have internet back then. You didn't have racism died down a tad. Yeah. But you still had certain platforms like MTV who didn't want to play black artists. Yeah. Or who didn't want to show their music videos at all. Yeah. Well, the music still had to get put out there somehow. So, So, back then, you kind of just had to, it was a more word of mouth. It was more so, I got a CD, I got an album, I'm going to go sell it. People don't, I say one artist that did it now is probably Cardi B. Cardi B and J. Cole and Cardi B. They both kind of, they were already big time artists, but they didn't promote their recent stuff how they normally do. They did it like that. Right. That's tapping back into back then when it came to marketing with other artists. Not a lot of artists will go that far to market something regardless if they're big time artists or not. Marketing is a lot different. Okay. So like basically like I think me and her both are trying to say like kind of what I was saying with NF. People want, like, I think artists just really want to build a loyal fan base. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then they want to market their music to some said fan base. Like she said with J. Cole, like not necessarily to the whole world. Like, yeah,
of course they want everyone to listen to their music, but it's not like yeah, they want to make music for their fans. They find their little niche, they find the sound that they know people like, and they keep going with it. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Because Sexy Red, she knows good and well like what she is. You know, or J Cole, he knows what he is. You know, Ken Carson knows what he is. But, you know what I mean?
Everybody has their own feel of what they are and who they produce, okay, what they put out.
We can cut it, y'all. Okay, we